This episode is brought to you by the feature film Wall of Flesh, a vintage comedy. A faded musician and lovable curmudgeon must reassemble his motley band of misfits in order to provide for the spermatozoan that got away. Streaming now on Amazon. Are you enjoying the music? You can't hear it.
I love the music.
But you would hear it if you were watching this. Oh, is that if you were watching it, the post-production staff, 7 out of 10 which have died this week due to the coronavirus. One of the last 3, the strongest 3 that have survived, kind of a Darwinian internship, will be adding in some sort of music at this point. All right?
Okay.
So this is Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, the most unnecessary talking you could possibly ever listen to.
Yeah.
Due to death/coronavirus/ end times, locust, all of them, lacrosse, those shirts with the alligators, they're all coming at you. So we're coming at you digitally from Poor Life Choices Studio, virtual. I don't know. I called it something the other day. Virtual studio online. Boom.
Woo! I love it.
Our breast today, all the way from just a little bit outside of Germany. Just a little bit coming all the way. He's technically right now. It's 5 o'clock in the morning for him.
Yep.
Adolf Kors V. Adolf, how are you? Congratulations on owning the Coors Light family. We're big fans here at Unnecessary Talk.
You're welcome for it.
You have a very American-sounding voice for a German man.
You know, it's crazy. I spent a lot of time in the United States. So
have you? Do you use a name in the U.S. that we should refer to you as?
We'll go with Jason.
Jason, that's a good name. Or what about
seems like a pretty good name.
Last name, or is this like a Cher, Madonna, Beyonce?
Yeah. Last name is not a Jew. That's
not a Jew.
Not a Jew.
Not a Jew.
Not a Jew.
And we're you pronounce it? Is it Italian? Like not a Jew? Is it
more phlegm? So it needs to be like
a little bit more
like not a Jew. You know?
Yeah. Well, not a Jew. Well, here we are, Jason. Not a Jew. How are you, man? It's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
So you reached out and you said, "Hey, let's go ahead and catch up." And now, due to we're not allowed to, we figured this would be it. So we're going to start you off with a series of quick questions. Okay. Now,
I'm like nervous. I don't know why.
No, don't be, because I didn't have time to write any. So basically, I am as unprepared as you are, and so I'm just going to create a series of quick questions. So right now, there's going to be a quick question thing. All right, editor, go. Quick question. Blah, 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 blah. All right, and we're back.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
They're placeholders. Not Mr. Not a Jew. All right, quick questions. Let's see. Who would you rather fight, Cher or Beyonce?
I think Cher.
Cher. Okay.
I think it'd be funnier if it was Cher.
Okay. When you accidentally saw your son drown in the pool last swimsuit season, and you said it's cool because it kind of like it just opens you up to be free again.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if you'll be having the memorial for Todd again this June.
Yes, only because I'm aching for money. So
yes, I did notice the Patreon account, Patreon / not a Jew, right?
And the OnlyFans account.
Yes,
it is in Todd's name.
It is
memorialize
him. Access. I know what you're doing. You're not fooling anybody. Your last name fools no one. Ooh. Yeah, that's what's
These are great questions, by the way.
These are great questions. Let me tell you what. This is some of the most entertaining questions. All right, so I should have made a list, but this happened very quickly. Okay.
We could have postponed. I don't know.
No.
That's great.
You see any correlation between the best picture being an Asian movie named Parasite and the current condition that we are in?
I'm going to go with no.
No, I agree.
I want the internet to like me.
Who was your favorite vocalist who, if you would have to, let's see, I should have written questions. Who is your favorite vocalist that you would take their career, you'd steal their career. That if you could talented Mr. Ripley them and get away with it, who would it be?
All right. The question is,
well, I'm going to write down what I guess your answer is.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a great little bit.
There are no rules because of there's no production team here. That there are no rules. If they're doing the Tonight Show on an iPhone for like 12 minutes a day.
It's such an interesting question. Let's go with Beyonce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not see that. You didn't let me put up my
say?
thing. I was going to say that Shoshana.
Oh.
Shoshana Beamer. Shoshana Beam.
I would steal her voice. For sure.
So it was more about the lifestyle?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
If you could be poor but happy or rich and miserable, what would you be?
Well, I'm poor now and not so happy. So rich and miserable. Let's do that.
You're right. If you're already miserable, you might as well. You might as well make a little bit of money.
Fuck it.
Do you prefer a craftsman home or a ranch style?
Craftsman.
Definitely. What about dressing? Blue cheese or ranch?
I fucking hate blue cheese. We're going to go with ranch.
Really? What's the problem with blue cheese?
It tastes like shit.
Are you not a big fan of the feet smelling cheese?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, I've had some, I probably had some decent like foot smelly cheese, but like blue cheese just tastes like it smells and I can't. It's disgusting.
Chicken or beef?
Beef. Sorry.
Tall or short?
Tall?
Hung or a good personality?
Both.
Okay. You seem to be missing. I
don't care. There's no rules. Rules.
That's true. That's not true. Would you rather be a mob leader or a kindergarten school teacher?
Oh, mob leader.
Yeah, right.
1000%.
If you were to be a mobster,
mm-hmm.
what sort of mobster would you be? Like construction? Would you do garbage? Would you do, protective services?
Oh, interesting. I think I would run I'd have a restaurant front. Just keep it classic.
Well, I don't mean to poo-poo all over your dreams, but let's pick a business that could be open right now because.
Grocery store then.
Grocery
obviously.
Store. Yeah. See, what would you name your grocery store?
Don't look at my grocery store because it's definitely not a front for the mob.
Is that an LLC? Is it a sole proprietorship? Are you a single man? These questions are great.
It's a not-for-profit.
Yeah. Most businesses are. Would you rather become a TV or movie star?
TV.
TV or theater?
TV.
TV or musical theater?
TV.
Why TV?
Syndication, baby.
Oh, the check. I'm sorry, Mr. Not a Jew. What was I thinking? Yeah. 40 years, huh? Just wandering around.
You?
No. Not me. Okay, now you asked me a question. Reverse quick questions, which has never happened in quick questions.
Okay.
You blew it. You took too long. And that opportunity was ruined. You blew it.
Sorry.
No one will ever know. All right, what was it?
I was going to ask you what kind of animal you'd be.
It doesn't really matter. What was it?
What kind of animal? Pick an animal you'd be. Any animal.
I have thought about this, and I think that my spirit animal is a squirrel.
Oh, explain.
Are
you trying to say that squirrels sound like a?
No, I just mean in terms of personality. Maybe skittish, will come to you if there's food.
Right.
A little kind of all over the place, a little manic, but then I go home to the squirrel and kids. I have no idea what that is. But I think a squirrel, I know, I would like to say something manly like a bull, but I think, a lion, a bear, but I feel like a squirrel represents what, okay, so let's do this. What animal do you think I am from your point of view? And don't say an ass or something. Yeah, let me say that one.
Well, I don't know. I would pick something more sloth-like, probably something a little more bumbly.
For me?
But maybe I'm projecting.
No, that's fine. I sloth. I seem like a so my
like a koala. They're pretty bumbly. They're like the squirrels of Australia.
I feel like that's such a different. So I'm slower than I'm not as fast as I think I am. Is that what the update is? Because that may be accurate.
I think we just became friends at a really interesting time for you, because then after that year was over, you went right back into squirrel mode. So maybe squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. I hibernate. I disappear. I come back every season.
You do. You know what? A squirrel is actually really a good animal for you.
Thank you. I thought about this. Do you have any idea how many nuts I eat in a week?
I think it's going to be 0.
Surprisingly, the good people are planters. I like their top hats. He looks like he's wealthy. The planters guy.
He looks like he was friends with Epstein. I'm going to be honest.
It's like you all know each other. You know what I mean?
What, all those kid fuckers? Let's edit that out. Oh, boo. Boo.
There's only one person allowed to make fun of having sex with children on this show, and it's not you. Okay?
Sorry, I take it back.
I wasn't a teacher for years to not be able to make the jokes. That's so that'll be enough of quick questions. Edit, boo, 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 boom. Let's not even bother editing. That's the edit right there. Quick question. That's Cliff's voice.
Oh, he's going to sing it?
He has sung it, and then I take it.
Thanks.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, are you okay? So you are a vocalist, an actor.
Apparently not good enough for you. So
listen to me. He's part of the Poor Life Choices Productions team, a studio in which I could not pronounce moments ago. But I would love. Hey, you got a setup there. You want to record? Here, you record the bits. We'll talk. We'll have a thing. I'll put you at work. It'll be great.
Okay, cool. What is that? Is it a protein shake?
It is water. That's just a thing.
Oh.
It's kind of boring.
You're looking real skinny, man.
No, it's the opposite.
Lie.
I gotta tell you. No. I would stand up. This is how they frame you on like the news, because as you go lower, I've definitely gotten wider. Definitely. I like to think I've kind of grown into I'm kind of growing into the rage I've always had. And now, but I would say the opposite. I've probably put on 30 pounds as I measured, 20 pounds, maybe 20 pounds, 15. I don't know.
Oh,
it's just a great story. I go up and down. But this week, because we're on the Corona lockdown, I got a giant thing of cookies and I ate it. Mm-hmm. And I got another thing of cookies to replace it. So you couldn't tell that I ate so many cookies, and I just finished those.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. My farts, I don't know what the smell is, but I've never smelled it before.
It's the coronavirus. That's how you sneak it out.
Uh-huh.
You're silent, but deadly, right? You put them out, and then they just Josh Willis's wife is one of the leading doctors in Los Angeles. She's a brand, and she basically told me that people in the men should start trimming up their facial hair short, because what happens is it's airborne, right? Cough, people sneeze, and then it lands on the face.
Mm-hmm.
So she told me that I want to let you know I haven't done it, because the only thing I can control in my life right now is my facial hair. So I've left it, but apparently it's advised to keep it short. I like your manly beard, though.
Well, this is how I fool everyone into thinking I don't have a second chin named Velma. You know what I mean?
I have more chins than who started the coronavirus. Hey-o. The Dutch.
Oh, no comment.
No, that's
how I fool people into thinking I might only have one chin.
So you can see my face. That would be better, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just saw myself up there. I'm used to doing this, but now that we're recording, I feel like we should be at a canted angle.
Do that. Well, if I'd move this thing anymore, it's going to fall over / not work. Here we go. Yeah, that's a little better.
So we've been. Well, hold on. Before we move on to that, what animal do you think you are?
What do I think I think I'm a really spoiled poodle. I think I'm
Poodle?
lounging on the couch poodle. A little bit. I would want to be a killer whale just because they're fucking cool.
No, I feel like maybe more of on the koala side that you mentioned, because you're soft and cuddly, but I don't know if a poodle represents your personality. Maybe like.
I think I'm just wanting to just sit on the couch.
Yeah, that's everyone right now.
That's what I'm wanting to do.
This is it. You know, the only reason that these low HD video podcasts will be released is because we have to stay inside. So I just set up everything. You know, I'm in my compound in Santa Barbara, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a palatial estate.
Still in the same place?
Well, I kept that. I upgraded, but I kept that and rented it out to one of the poorer families for $45,000 a month. I felt bad for them. You know, they were the lower 1%. So I just, you know,
that was nice of you to let Ellen and Portia move into your place. That was nice.
Yeah,
very good of you.
I haven't seen the Portia in a while. She was quite attractive, but I remember her from the 90s. I haven't seen either one of them. I saw Ellen's father hosting her show, though. That was weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Oh, maybe that was just her. She's
so fucking funny.
She's actually up here. I see her at the at Gelson's in Santa Barbara.
Oh, you see her go? She doesn't send an assistant?
No, because she's one with the people. I mean, she always has an 8-person camera crew. You know, yeah. She's always going.
One of us.
So I don't know if anybody cares, but so you sing, you act. We met in a show maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
2014, 2015? Was it that long ago?
14?
Maybe it was 2015. So like 5 years ago.
Time. It goes. The point of these pointless shows called Unnecessary Talk is really, they're just kind of moments in time that people journal. That this is something that even for fun in the years, you can look back and say, I remember when I did this. And or maybe we could use it on your virtual headstone when they have those now where it's digital and you can have pictures.
Yeah.
Would you like a virtual headstone, or would you want a kind of a traditional marble one when you go? Or do you have to be encased? I don't know what the laws are, but I know you're not supposed to put ham next to the cheddar on the same plate. That's like a double. It's like a double whammy. That's a twofer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all I know.
Well, I don't know. It's a weird question. I don't know. What would you want?
Oh, I'm old school. I don't want something that has to be charged. I mean, I guess you'd go solar, but then it's just, it's just plastic. It's just a waste. Just give me a headstone. You get a mason to chip away at it, and, it falls down, a kid knocks it over on Halloween, and you're forgotten. And your life was ultimately meaningless.
So I'm going to be cremated then. That's what's going to happen.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know.
What about a Viking funeral where we put you on a raft of sticks and set you ablaze and out into the ocean?
Does that mean I'm going first? Is that what's happening?
Well, I think this, you know what? Let's take a moment and we'll use this opportunity as a video will and testament. What? So if the coronavirus takes you, let's say tomorrow, and this was the last show ever, right?
God willing.
What do you want done?
To me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at my funeral?
Well, with everything. So you're dead tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You got all your stuff, right? Can I sell it on eBay for a profit?
My funeral?
Ooh, You know what? I got to tell you, that's a great business to be in.
Funeral? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Where I'm from in New York, there's the two oldest businesses are the funeral parlor and the bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I've actually thought oh God, I've never really talked about this. I've actually thought about what I want my funeral to look like for everyone attending.
All right, go for it.
Well, it could be just my fascination, or not my fascination, but me wanting to really want to do drugs again. You know what I mean?
So you're sober at the moment, ish.
Yeah.
You're appropriately sober for Los Angeles.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
In other words, I'm not a fucking mess.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I just want everyone to get like fucked up and high.
Yeah, I don't see how that has affected anyone's life negatively. Oh my God.
Yeah. Are you participating in my funeral a little early?
I think it's taking me now. I've noticed that the older I get, the more difficult it is to speak, and perhaps I am stroking out.
That's gross. You should stop. Oh, you meant like having a stroke. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I came.
Mm-hmm.
Like happiness.
That's good because you're getting up there in age, right? How old are you now?
I'm 40 bones old.
Just 40?
Okay. but come on, for 40. I mean, this mustache says youth. This says everything about me, including the sweater from Van Heusen in a white jockey T-shirt. Says.
That's been your uniform, though. That's like your uniform. The white T-shirt, particularly.
The black T-shirt.
Oh, and the black. Well, the black for a while. Black,
yeah. So I had to go. I went white to try them, and I don't really like them. So I feel like this is like I've worn a black T-shirt and jeans as my base in LA, because wherever you are and you keep a blazer in the car, a blue blazer, whatever. So anywhere I go, I'm telling you, I wear a black T-shirt and jeans, right? And then you throw I'm not a Sears Suckers Matlock one, but you throw it on, and then you can go to most places I can go into. We're gentlemen dine, and we talk about the land that we stole from the oppressed, and what are those things? What are those? The cognac glasses.
Oh, this is in Santa Barbara. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara's pretty pretentious.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, I feel like they say there's a dress code, and then they just sort of let you in anyways. They're like, we're not happy about it, but we're going to let you in.
I was in Manhattan, which is a borough of New York City, I believe it's.
Oh, I think you're talking about Manhattan Beach.
And, I wear a lot of flannels too in the wintertime. And we just...
proud of you.
Yeah, I showed up kind of early, and I wasn't ready to go. And I was like, I got to go change. And then I didn't change. And then I was in this nice Italian restaurant looking like Elmer Fudd, like I was killing the meal that was being served. I felt bad because in LA, everybody's softy pants here, but in New York, union rules. You know what I mean?
I feel like New York is nicer than Los Angeles, though. I feel like Los Angeles gets this rap of being like, you were like nice and super hippie. I'm sorry. I got into more fights with people in my car than I did in New York with like anybody like out on the subway or whatever.
Yeah, people are soft here. They're slow. I've kind of I like Los Angeles. I've been here a long time, but it's, I kind of miss New York. It's just a little slow for me. Business got to get done. Razzle dazzle, you know what I mean? Wake up every day, buy high, sell low, the whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
You ever play the stock market a little bit? You ever do that? Ever try that at all? That was the time. I'm going to give you $100. I'm going to send it to you. Like a bond, and we're going to put it in the stock, and we're going to see how far we can go with your $100. So all I need is 50 now from you to open the account.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll need like a 150 deposit. So just send me $500 to unnecessarytalk@gmail.com. And that I'll take the taxes out. It's fine.
Great. No, it's coming. It's coming. Keep
Oh, you know
looking
what we
for it.
should have said? Yeah, subscribe, all that jazz. But do you want to give a shout out now before we forget what your social media is, if in case you have that backslash Beyonce? Do you? And you're welcome to not give it out. I don't really care. No one's watching.
Oh, the Bornstein identity.
There it is.
That's what it is.
I love it.
BORNSTEIN identity. You're welcome.
Hey, thank you. That's all that
If you're
matters.
following Mr. Brian Sturges, you can find me through his following list.
Yeah. So I don't know. So you're young. So I'm 40, and you're
Going on 50.
Okay. First of all, some of these, ever since the 18th Amendment, I don't know what they are. I lost it. What were you saying?
You're doing great. You're nailing it.
It doesn't matter.
You said I'm young.
Yeah, you're young. What was the point?
Yeah.
Oh, so my generation spent all this time to get Facebook followers, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. Now, hear me out. I get you, youth, right? So now I'm trying to get on the gram, and I have.
Keep going.
Well, and then on the Twitter, I have like 14 people. I don't know anyone on the Facebook. They're all comedians, right? So that's maxed out on comedians, not real friends. They're not even fans. If they're watching this, it's to steal or to thumbs down it, right?
Right.
And then Instagram, I would say, are my real friends, but that's not very many because I'm a piece of human garbage. And then Twitter, I don't know how to like how do I get the tweets up? But I don't even care. But I don't even want to be on there. This is the problem.
Sure. I don't know.
How old are you now?
Care. How old do I look?
38.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
29.
You're 29? Oh,
yeah.
You're in your 20s? Oh my God. You see, I'm in my 40s. I'm sage. I'm a wise man to you now. Now you look up to me with this kind of wonder.
But in my youth, I also looked down on you because you're old. And
well,
so sort of a give and take.
I don't think that, like jail, homosexual contact during theater counts. So
it doesn't.
It doesn't count. So although I have an unbroken record of heterosexuality off stage, that's
sure.
But on stage, it's a character. And backstage after the show, when you're rehearsing with somebody late at night and you're getting to know each other and you're sweating and you're bonding, things happen, but it's kind of character development. And I think more two-person scenes should, really kind of go at it.
I feel like you're trying to tell me that you bottomed for the first time and it wasn't with me.
No, I don't think I'd like to try that.
Oh.
But when I guess if I was to do it, you'd have to do both. You can't try just to be the top scenes kind of selfish, right?
So being a man, like a straight heterosexual man, sure.
No, but I mean that if I was to go the other way, that I'd have to go all the way because it seems unfair to your partner.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Wait, unless they want that. See, sex is just communicating messages and with grunts.
I'm learning so much.
Breathing patterns, which I've learned in the acting classes. Yeah,
Okay. You went to the acting studios
I go red
too.
leather, yellow leather, which I should have done. I did no warm-ups. I haven't,
Did they teach you that in Groundlings?
They're still having
red leather, yellow leather.
They're still having classes, which is kind of crazy.
Online though.
No. I think in person.
No, I had 2 canceled. I had 2.
Okay.
Second City's doing online too. How are you supposed to zip zap zap on the computer? I don't fucking understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Gonna lose.
I'm sitting on a medicine ball. You're welcome.
That's
Trying to get these abs in.
Yeah. I was working out. Yeah, we did a show at Second City, Candidate Confessions. So no, it would have been 4 years ago because it was the election.
Oh, you're right.
It was 2016.
All right. So coming up on 5 years at the end of the
Coming
year.
up. Well, do you want to have like an anniversary party? We'll do
Yeah.
some ranch
Yeah.
dressing. We'll go to Mel's. I used to go to Mel's.
We did used to go to Mel's. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. When you talked to me, that was good.
I talk to you all the time. I'm talking to you right now. I'm putting this out in very low 720, low definition quality. It's fine.
Whoa, 720. You're springing for the high stuff. I would have thought 240.
Well, I mean, it's for you.
Yeah, it would be for me. You're right. This angle is awful.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, and then we'll just talk and whenever you're kind of, we talk a little while longer. And
let's go. Let's go. This is fun.
And
ooh, somebody texted. Oh, that's you.
Who is it?
It was you.
Oh, I had to check.
From a while ago.
But we met at Second City. That was a blast.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I don't know how the comedy circuit is screeched to a halt. So how do you go and perform stand-up? I mean, what this is I'm going to try to do as many of these as possible because it is kind of a unique moment in time. And if the world doesn't end, then it's a nice opportunity to catch up and support the Bornstein Identity.com or at the Bornstein Identity.
Yep, the Instagram. That's the only one I'm on. You were talking about Twitter.
You're not on Twitter and you're not on Facebook.
No, I delete. Well, I mean, I feel like it's a very common story. No, I deleted Facebook. It's a common story, but like
I don't like it either.
Well, you get into political discussion.
That's all it is.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, like this. So the only reason I have it is because I don't know how to. I need to. Like I'd like to grow the YouTube because all of my clips, all the stuff is music and video, right? So I'm all about the YouTube channel. So I don't know how to promote it. So I still have Facebook in order to just promote, once this is done for it to put it out versus on Instagram. I think it's harder. You can't click on something. You have to add it to the link every time.
Right.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little behind as an old man because every time I learn something, you kids, I don't know, you guys got man buns now and everything's different. When I was a kid, you drove a Camaro with your white jeans on, and you screeched into the parking lot, and you punched Biff, and you tried to have sex with your mother. But then an old man with a white hair.
Did you grow up in New York in the '60s? I don't understand.
I went a little bit into Back to the Future there, but it was
you did.
Yeah, it was great. Christopher Lloyd. That man's been.
Was your dad?
Well, Christopher Lloyd is my dad. I didn't want, nepotism, necrophiliac. I don't want that thing to happen, and people start to think that I'm special.
Sure. I mean, you are.
Oh, you were also in every episode because sponsors won't return my emails. Every episode is brought to you by Wall of Flesh, the movie, which is on Amazon to watch for Prime for free. If not, $1.99, and scrounge some quarters together, or watch it on Prime, where I believe I make 8 cents before taxes. So,
whoa!
Now I don't want to brag. I mean, to pay for the compound. I mean, basically, most people don't know, but I ended up selling Wall of Flesh for $40 million, and I kept it to myself because I'm not a braggart, right? I don't want to be like, I don't want, I bought a rose gold Maserati, which is bold because it's an Italian car, but I made it like,
okay.
It's a little, it came out a little less straight than I was hoping for a Maserati, but it's gorgeous. I'll put up a picture. It's good looking.
I want a hat. I want one of those.
You want a Wall of Flesh hat?
I'll wear it. Did you get one made, Mr. Director / star?
I did. I got one made on a sample price rate, but I can get you. I ordered a T-shirt for myself.
A white one, and you're just going to write it across?
Yeah, I was too fat for it, though. It doesn't fit me. Like I could barely get it down, and then I was like, demoralizing. Because in the movie, I'm kind of basically naked in some of the scenes. So I wanted to be, a little out of shape. So I got a little out of shape, but I wasn't too out of shape. But now I'm out of shape.
So what you're saying is you're going to reshoot part of it to really get the full.
Well, I don't see why we can't start Wall of Flesh 2. I don't see
Let's
why
do it.
the $40 million that I sold it for, and I only made the movie for $75, so it was a good profit margin. And then
Wall of Flesh 2, Dan and Deborah.
Dan and Deborah. Oh yeah, that's a great scene. Actually, I it's one of my favorite ones because it's a kind of a non sequitur in the which is a country down in the. You ever been down to Ecuador? It's beautiful this time of year.
This is where your age really shows with the fucking dad jokes. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Oh, I love them. Oh,
Give me another pun.
No, it doesn't matter. That's why Willis and I hang out so much, is because he's older than I am. I don't know how old he is. I think he's maybe 40. 43.
Out him online. Yeah, that's good.
It doesn't matter. It's a guy. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. The fact that you said 29 makes me know that you're 30 now, but you said 29, so it's fine.
29.
You're 29?
I'm not 30.
You're in your 20s. How does it feel to speak to a kind of an elder? Like me, like an elder? Like that generally in the Iroquois community?
Please tell me more about your ancestors.
No, it's cool. No,
go.
I'm from upstate New York. We decimated them. We were like, you dumb fuckers want some blankets? And they were like, sure, we'll trust you. We're good people. And then we killed them all. And then we made high schools in the 50s and then named all the teams the Indians. And the Red Chiefs, the Redskins. I'm okay with that. If it's well, hear me out. I'm okay with changing the name. I kind of feel like Redskins. Yeah, sorry, it kind of came out wrong. I'm okay with the Redskins, but I'm not okay with using the name for a team. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense.
Redskins, Jewskins.
Three skins, four skins. Got it.
Oh, hell. Dead joke. I kind of like it. So I'll get you some Wall of Flesh swag. It's on it.
Just write it on something.
Have you even seen it? Did you watch it on Amazon? You bad. Look at you. You didn't even watch it. Oh my God. I
was so mad at you for a while. It's fine.
Why would you be mad at me?
Because you would disappeared. But it's fine.
I am always here. I didn't disappear from you. It's not like,
which is worse. It's worse because it means you were there and didn't want to answer. It's fine. Okay, I'm not mad anymore.
Okay, yeah, you're not holding on to something, some sort of. Let me explain something to you. Due to the fact that I made almost the entire movie, including every sound effect, every squeaky door, everything you hear, like I did not know how much work it was going to be. Sure. And to be honest with you, which I know you care, is I'm glad I made the movie, but I kind of regret the length of the project because I was trying to do like a kind of I just made a movie with my friends. They're all dick jokes. We're figuring it out. There's not a lot of stakes, so let's just make a movie, right?
Sure.
But it took so much more time. And because of not having a large budget where I can hire several people, a lot of things, I had to do several things. But I kind of wish that I spent that amount of time on the next project, right? Mm-hmm. So I spent all of this time on the thing that I didn't care about. It became kind of megalithic. And at the end of the day, it's a bunch of dick jokes. That's great. I mean, smoke them if you got them. But, I would like the next one that I'm trying to do is a little bit more serious. I am surprised as anyone how long it took me to do it. But at the time, I didn't know how to use any of the programs, and just instead of going to film school, I made a movie.
Which was your film? That was your film school.
That was my film school, and $40 million is not a bad return on investment.
No, not a bad one at all.
I mean, I spent it all in Reno, which is the worst place to lose money, because when you bottom out, I mean, Reno, you bottom out. It's definitely rough.
I have a friend who's from Northern California, and she's like, Reno's great. I like Reno. And I was like, you can have it. You're going to enjoy it.
It actually wasn't that bad. It was beautiful. The where it is, foliage, whatnot.
Okay.
Verdant beauty, whatever. You get it. Green.
I did not have a good time my one time in Las Vegas, so I do not want to.
Why? What happened?
Vegas. That's it's hot. It's hot.
I know what that means. What does that mean?
It's hot.
What happened?
I was still drinking a lot, so I was pretty much hungover all day, and then drinking all. It was whatever. I was like 22. Ugh.
Oh, that's what you're supposed
Would
to.
not recommend Las Vegas. I hope nobody goes.
Well, I don't think it's. You should. Let's go to Reno. Let's go to Vegas. Okay, we can't though.
Let's go to
Vegas
lunch
is shit.
first. Then we'll go from there.
Well, see, this is great. You see, we're having the same experience, but now you're getting this invaluable content which you can use to further your career.
Yeah, I'll put this right on my reel. I'll send it to my agent, and he'll go, "What the fuck do you want me to do with this?" Like, watch it, motherfucker.
Well, I haven't heard from my agent. 8 years. I don't know.
I think it's time for a check-in. Just send him a quick email.
It's funny. I write to him.
Who are you with? Or who are you with?
Katz and Berg. It's the Katz and Berg.
Are you saying your cat? Your cat is your agent?
No, it's Katz and Berg. They're two different gentlemen.
Okay.
Katzenberg.
Cool. Well, listen, this is all to say that, like, I understand how much work you put into it. It just, I was a little sad.
You were saying, well, I was MIA for a while, but it wasn't. I needed to get done. I completed my dreams. By the time I turned 40, I completed every dream and every accomplishment in the world. I'm thinking about running for president because it appears to be easy.
Yeah, you finished early. You're done. Just coasting.
Yeah, it's not too late, I guess, right?
No. And then the industry has changed. It is what it is. But nobody wants to hear about that. Anyhow, it sucks that we're doing this and recording it because there's so much I want to tell you. Well, there's a lot that we have to talk about, but I can't talk about it on camera.
Why not? Well, why don't you hint at it and talk around?
I just want to talk shit, man.
Oh, about people that we know?
A little bit.
Oh, I know one thing you want to talk about. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
Hint at it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I got you.
Okay.
I think we're talking about, yeah. It doesn't matter. Is it who I think it is? Are we talking about the same person? Is there somebody in particular you want to discuss? Is there one person in particular?
Give me the first letter of their first name.
Okay. This is professional people. This isn't relationshipy stuff. This is like in our professional circle, or is it relationshipy?
It's someone we know and have both worked with.
Yeah, we're talking about the same person. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to do it next time.
Yeah.
Over our tuna fish sandwiches. Because we got, I don't know, tuna. You bring in extra pickles, please.
Characters. Okay, this segment's called. This segment is called.
Yelling it. This is great. Yes,
I'm
and
yelling it. I'm yelling it. Am I yelling a little bit?
We'll call it yell and, because you're old. Yell and.
Yeah, I've been working on this new joke.
Let me hear it.
It's called the Aristocrats. Here's how it goes.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Do you know the aristocrat joke?
No.
No. Well, I guess I could tell it now.
Was that it?
Well, basically, but
the dead air. Okay, cool.
Yeah, dead air. That's the name of it.
Speaking of, do you still have that cat?
No, I killed it.
Good.
That cat's dead.
We don't need another one, so it's fine.
No, it's fine. We don't need them at all.
Wait, no, really, what happened with the cat?
I gave it away to one of my students, actually.
Good. Somebody talked you into keeping that cat We won't say who it is, but I'm glad you found a home for it.
I definitely did not drown it in the LA River Basin with a series of Wall of Flesh DVDs tied into a pillowcase. It's fine.
The cat was a cunt, so I'm glad I got it.
That cat was really?
I hated that cat.
Why?
Because it did not like me, and that's how I roll. If you don't like me, I do not like you.
Well, I don't think it was. I don't think it was personal. I just think.
Hey, it's not personal. It's just drag. You know.
No, the cat was cool. Yeah, it didn't bother me. I mean, I'm not a cat person. I just, I saved it. I rescued it. There was a orphanage was on fire, and I pushed all the little kids away, and I said, "I'm saving that cat." And I grabbed the cat, and I took the kind of the nape of the neck. Is that what you call it? And I put it in my mouth. What did you call it? Nape?
The nape.
The nape?
Yeah.
And I bit into it, and I
carried it out.
Just punched. There's a series of orphans as they screamed and gasped their final breath.
Sure.
I said, "No, I must save this kitten," and I saved it. The good news is, I saved the cat. The bad news is,
40 children died. That's
yeah.
You pick and choose your battles.
Well, that's right. The aristocrat joke. In short, basically, a man goes into a town office.
Okay.
And he says, "Sir, I have a show, and I'd like to talk to you about the show. And with your permission, we'd like to perform it." Okay. Well, what sort of show is it? It's really just if we could just show you, and it's a family show. He says, "All right, I'll allow it." Right? He's like a wealthy man with a vest and like a pocket chain and a cigar. I'm adding that for effect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the man says, "Okay, here's the show." So the man walks over and starts to unbutton his shirt. He takes the shirt off, takes his pants down. And all of a sudden his wife comes in. And I was like, "Oh," and she starts to undress. And they start to kiss, and they intertwine. Right? They start kissing and rubbing all over. And then all of a sudden, their son, Timmy, comes in. And Timmy strips down, and he gets naked. And he goes over, and he starts sucking the dad's cock. And he just puts his dad's cock in his mouth, and he just really just goes to town. And the mother's, grabbing Timmy by the back of the head, like pushing him down and kind of giving him good, advice, right? So then while that's happening, the mom bends little Timmy over, and starts to eat his ass out, which is what happened. So little Timmy's blowing the dad, and the mom's eating little Timmy. Hold on, there's like 15 more minutes. Okay, so then all of a sudden, all right, the grandmother walks in.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He takes down her house coat, unflaps the breasts, right? Starts eating out the ass of her daughter.
No.
Right? They start going at it. Then his mother was there. Then the two old grandmothers start going at it, right? And then eventually the dad's having sex with his mother, and that mother's having sex with the other grandmother, who's having sex with her daughter, who's of course eating the ass of little.
No.
Now this is when it gets interesting. Okay, they have a dog. Okay. So if the dog comes in, takes off his collar, feels sexy. You know what I mean? Just starts sucking Timmy's little penis. But it's not as weird because it's a dog. So the dog is essentially filleting this child over and over. And the kid is, now he's going down on his dad's and going, the dad's eating out his grandmother. And then they switch. So now all of a sudden, right, they're all passing the dog around, sucking the dog off, the mother sucking the dog off, the baby sucking the dog off.
I hate it.
It's awful, right? It is awful.
I hate it. Okay.
Then this is where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
The man shits himself. And then all of a sudden, all of them, they all stop sucking one another. They all just start rolling around in it. And they just roll around the town office in the piss, in the shit. And everyone's hard. And, and the dad starts coming, and little Timmy starts coming, and the grandmother's the squirter, as you can imagine, right? It's all over the linoleum, all over the floor. They're slipping, they're sliding in the shit, and the piss, and the cum. And when it's all done, they stand up, they take a bow, they say, thank you. The town manager said, that was amazing. What's the name of your group? The Aristocrats. But basically, you drag the joke out for another 10 minutes. But that's the entire joke. The entire joke is to just tell the whole, well, that's out there forever. But there you go. Have you never heard that joke? That's kind of form?
No.
Well, now you.
I mean, I'm sure I have.
They have Gilbert Godfrey does a wonderful. That's like his thing, but he does a great version. If you can find it on YouTube, it's hysterical because he yells that the dot is in the gum, and that's kind of a little Cosby, and the pudding's in the Jello.
Is this the plot to Lady Bird? Was that the plot to Lady Bird?
I didn't see that. I thought that was.
Yeah, skip it.
Okay, that's the plot. The Aristocrats. I don't know if we're allowed to show. Probably not. Some sort of
fucking movie. We'll just play it in the background.
Yeah, no, it's on Netflix. It's a stand-up.
Not anymore.
No, it's still on there.
Not the Aristocrats.
Oh,
Aristocats. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of the Disney film.
Yeah, that would be better if I start with the cat. So you could take that joke and build it out. Call it that you could retell the joke, but they're all
Cats.
They're all the non-union members of the off-Broadway production of Cats. No, you could do that one. No.
So just the tour of Cats. Got it.
The tour.
Have you seen that one? The movie?
No.
I don't know if I still did.
Was it any good?
No, it was awful.
Yeah, it looked like something I would not watch, and then I didn't watch it, and then it looked unwatchable.
It was so bad.
I like how we went from a guy's grandmother squirting directly into his mouth to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Speaking of, that's what that musical sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Phantom of the Opera. Ooh.
But that was when he was still writing with his partner. Anything after Phantom is going to be garbage.
Yeah.
He's not a very good
I do
writer.
love Chromatics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Music Nerd. With your... Sure. Really parched.
What is a chromatic? Explain that for the children.
In the Western world, we use a 12-tone musical system.
Mm-hmm.
Now your turn.
Thank you.
No. that didn't answer it. What was the question again?
What you said? I do love chromatics, and I don't know what that means.
Oh, so we have a 12 major scale, but we have the notes in the middle. So basically, they're half steps away. So chromatic, if you were to take a note on a piano, you can use both the white and the black keys. Cool. Right? So you just go up. As you go up, that's chromatic. And if you go down, half steps at a time. A half step.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, do. Those are all half steps. Do.
Is there a term for when you go up one step, or is that just called one step?
Well, a whole step.
Yeah.
When you say one step, do you mean
like if you're going to go from A, then you go to B as opposed to A?
Yeah, so that's a whole step. Yeah, half steps, whole steps.
That doesn't have a fancy name like chromatic.
Well, maybe on its way to diatonic if you're playing this major scale.
Okay, cool. And this has been Music Theory with Brian Sturges.
We're going to flat the 5 in jazz. 9s, 13s.
Thank you for tuning back into NPR.
Yes. The prices are on the fall again. Coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus. Ugh.
I think they hired somebody new at NPR. They had someone who was reading something, and I could not. She sounded like me. I couldn't understand her, and I was kind of surprised. I was like, "How is this person doing this gig?" And she's getting paid for it. No one's watching this, and this is free, right? So you can get why I stumble over my words. Glug, glug. But if she's getting paid.
Oh yeah, if you're not paying me, I don't give a shit. I used to do these Disney concerts at Rockwell over in Los Feliz, and they didn't pay you anything. I think they gave you a drink ticket, and I was like, "Oh great, I'll use it to pay for my water. Thanks."
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I would come in and not have practice, and I was like, "You got what you pay for. I can't."
All right. Now I noticed you're still on the Diet Coke, which I love, and I would love
it.
Have you tried the Coke Zero?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
You're a Diet Coke, yeah.
I'm a Diet Coke. It's driving me crazy because I love fountain Diet Coke is like my favorite. Like when you get it from like a soda machine at like the 7-Eleven, which is my favorite store. If Target and 7-Eleven and McDonald's breakfast could have a baby, I would live there. I would literally never leave.
The Mall of America. You can do them all there. You can do it all.
Right. No, but I want them in the same shop. Like if it was like one shop.
Do you want to perhaps talk to a venture capitalist about opening a business? If you could combine that, because the Yum Food owns Pepsi, right? And Pepsi owns KFC, right? Something like that.
Sure.
Yum Food, yeah.
Listen, you're the one who invests, so you're gonna have to explain to me how that works.
No, I'm just saying they own it. That I think KFC is the number one fast food retailer in the globe. I'm pretty sure because it's chicken. So in terms of the numbers globally, because just about everybody eats chicken, right? For religious reasons. So that I think KFC is actually the number one in terms of sales over McDonald's.
I would hard disagree with you, but
really?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
McDonald's has a lot of property. So they tend to make a lot of money off of like renting to like, for example, they'll have and own a lot with like restaurants, not with restaurants, but with like, retail space. And then they'll rent it out to only like Home Depot or Target or whatever. And McDonald's will be like the only thing available on the lot. They tend to do that a lot.
I have seen that, and I'll be curious. On the every Home Depot, there's the McDonald's that I go to, right? Mm-hmm. Not that I go to there, but
and a bunch of poppies. Oh,
puppies,
like papi.
Oh, I thought you meant like
I call them poppies.
Oh, well.
Everyone's dad is there, so
definitely a bunch of the Home Depot people are. I'm one of those people. They're early in the morning. I like it.
You're Home Depot people. Oh, are you in the morning?
Oh yeah, I'm there with my coffee. Truck? Oh yeah,
with your truck, and it says free removal of stuffs. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good business.
I'm sure. If you're pretty, and you're pretty, so I'm sure you.
I was pretty. I'm hiding. I need to get new headshots. My headshots are so old. I mean, they're old. But now it's like, I think 5 years since the show. Because I haven't, yeah, but they, that's a long time for. So I got to get new ones. But I'm like, why even bother now? Everything's shut down. There's no casting. I don't know if you've seen on the casting bulletins. I mean, they've dried up to a couple of people trying to make a music video who don't know any better.
Yeah, or like some weird illegal production of something that's not real.
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting like a fetish pornography website. Something that you can kind of monetize while working at home. Some sort of maybe I'll create like a masked bandit or something and dance seductively in like a Zorro mask. Zorro. It's like watching your grandfather stroke out. in front of you, isn't it?
That's gross. Oh, you mean have a stroke? Sorry.
Yeah.
Every time you
Yes,
say
I keep
stroke out.
saying yes.
Stroke out.
Stroke out. Stroke out with your folks out. That's the aristocrats. I like your reaction though. I kind of should have kept going there. Maybe. Well, all right.
It was genuinely a moment there where I was a little grossed out, just a little.
Just a little bit. All right. Yeah. Was it when the shit started? I kind of want to.
Anything involving female genitalia?
Yeah. Yeah, I could have just described a bunch of women talking and you would have died 1,000 deaths.
No, you could have just explained the labia majora versus labia minora, and I would have immediately just...
A labia minora? Oh, my God. There we go.
That's my drag name, labia minora.
I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Just kidding. I don't do drag. But if I did, labia minora.
You should. You could do burlesque up in Santa Monica. They have it, I think, on Tuesday nights.
I love when people say, like, you should do this thing. Because my dad will call me all the time, like, have you ever thought about, writing a television show? And it's like...
No, but I'm talking about you stripping burlesque, I think, is a slightly different conversation than the judgment of your father figure. How was your dad?
Still alive. He's still alive.
Still alive? I'll tell him I said hello for sure. Give him...
I will. He asks about you. And
Dude. Dude.
You fucked that one up real good.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm okay with it. I'll have to edit that out. That's nice.
That's fine.
Yeah, makes some work for me. But I think that's probably how we do it. I didn't put the counter up. I don't know how long we've been going. But I kind of feel...
know. A little over an hour.
All right. Well, that's about good. We try to go for an hour. So that's about it, So this is perfect. Just enough where I know where to edit out the names of. Yeah.
Is there a wrap-up game that you do?
Oh, there is. Hold on. What is it? I haven't even thought about it because it's been a year. Let's see. It's usually I have I have games, but not this time. I don't have any sort of great. I don't have a game. What is there? Sort of an improv game we can close out with? Something?
Zip, zap, zap.
Zip.
Zap.
Zap.
Zip.
Zip. Damn it! I'm out.
One-word stories.
Oh yeah. Want to do a short one?
No, I don't want. I hate one-word stories. It's so
Want to do 2-word stories? Do you hate them twice?
Let's do a mustache tutorial. How do we do this? You look like a prospector.
It's gold. It's all gold in the hills.
See, this is your porn idea. The prospector mustache.
Never
in gold.
Yeah. It's going to be more kind of fetishistic. Is that how you say it?
You're the old one. You tell me. You're supposed to teach me.
Well, I keep trying to log into my AOL on my Dell computer, and all I hear is keep on. Oh, you probably don't even know that sound. Do you remember?
No, I do.
The internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had it.
Everything is Earthlink now, and Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. Yeah, Ask Jeeves. Yeah. That's still around. You can still use it.
Well, I think we're going to call here the time. This has been another somewhat successful episode of Unnecessary Talk. I know everyone has been desperately waiting for the past calendar year for the new episodes, but here we are. And thanks to the virus, we're gonna knock them out. But this has been a blast. And I'd like to thank our guest, Jason Bornstein. We're doing a solo one. We don't have a large crew here, but I want to thank you for being here. And
the movie's called Wall of Flesh. It is available on Amazon Prime or $1.99. You can buy or stream.
And that's for the low definition one. If you want to get the high definition one, you can get it for $2.99.
Is that what you were working on all yours? The low def versus high def?
Let me tell you what, you know, well, our choice is the name of the company. So, let it be that. Jason Bornstein, one more time at the Jason on the online.
At the Bornstein identity. That's it.
This is Unnecessary Talk. See you next time.
See you next time.